slot shoes, which is yung siren natin. Close by lang yung mga player natin dito sa area ng TQWs and HQWs slot 9 natin dito na probably sa mga balagbagan is gonna be going down dito sa Pochinki area. He can definitely attempt to take his neck down dito sa side. Sorry, tumitigal tayo. Dito sa side ng mga slot 9 and slot 17 natin dito. Or maybe he's gonna be giving some info dun sa 3-man squad of our slot PZ na itong area ng Pochinki natin dito having some commotion or gunfight. But again, maybe everyone is looking for those essentials or those mga solid guns natin dito for them to be able to have those solid weapons that they can use up against those other players whoever is gonna be having their contest with. And there you go, one player then from slot 1 has been disintegrated, gunshot sound of slot 9. And he definitely knew that the one player of slot 9 will be knocked down at the same time. We have Hannah from our slot 17, last man standing from his squad. He's now going for the push 10 maybe or move forward kung nasa yung one player natin dito sa slot 17 to have the one player covered dito sa area kung nasaan at the same time yung mga slot 9s natin. Alright, slot 9 are now responding rin towards those knocked dito sa yung mga player natin sa slot 17. And let's just say na talagang they're gonna be making sure that no one's gonna be having those men covered or revived them dito sa area na to. Pero yun nga lang, door na natin dito most definitely, immediately, they definitely got inside of this small shack or every player of slot 9 natin dito is on a mission, hunting those men down one by one, checking those corners and those small compound and small houses. Lahat rin yung shack na yun dito. Talaga namang maybe they definitely try to guess talaga nasa yung way about the mga players natin dito. So instead of getting inside of that small shack of slot 9 and here on the same path, nasa yung mga slot 9s natin, expect the 300 situation, match yung mga players natin. Even numbers of players, what we can say is no lacking and no overcoming. O no outnumbering. Alright. Dito muna natin sa mga player natin from slot 12 inside of the blue zone. FTs natin dito beginning to open fire to those men from our slot 12. Or maybe after knowing that they definitely got their knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin, they're gonna be leaving those men inside of the blue zone and keeping those men inside of the blue zone. Maybe probably natin gatekeeping nga ba yung plan natin mga players natin dito, or maybe ang stack parts natin dito or FT is not gonna be letting the blue zone to take all the glory. They're gonna be having those men retired natin dito. Alright, slot 12 and down sa maging 2-man squad after those elimination or after those open fire ginawa ng mga stat parts natin dito. As you can see, slot 5 on our shorting of the predators side of the blue zone. They are having their batter at the same path. Nasa yung mga flatters natin. Saturn is gonna be pushing this one away and dodging those open fire na ginagawa yung 3-man. We have one guy again dito sa left side or right side view. The one player natin is prime from our slot 15. Kaya well, we can say is nowhere to hide yung one player natin done after posing himself or maybe going for that emergency pullover na rin dito because of those men from our slot 13. Even if somehow he's not gonna be pulling over and opening fire back, still he will be knocked down at 90%. Slot 13s, then they definitely got one dun sa mga slot 14s natin dito, and so as our men from our slot 15s. They're not being rained by those bullets that mga players natin dito from slot 8. They're not stopping until they're gonna be getting their knockdown out from those intruders nila, which is yung mga slot 15s natin dito. Wrong post and wrong location to be pulling up yung mga slot 15s natin dito by choosing the compound kung nasa ngayon yung 4-man squad of our slot 8. One by one, they're being eliminated. Plus, we have our men from our slot PRZ pulling up side ng mga strategies natin, even though that those men will be running up sa location niya. They will be taking the rest just to put those target of him down. Pero inside of this building pa rin yung mga strategies natin dito. Alright, sheltered pa rin yung mga players natin dito, not unlike those mga other players natin dito who's been taking their chances and opening fire throughout the area, even though yung pinakong cover lang nila dito ay yung mga trees. Pero one guy then from our slot natin being tagged by Mickey Dice natin. Alright, here we go, he's now being tagged. One player from slot 18, pero again, game plan ng mga slot 18 natin dito is slingshot himself throughout the area. Kung nasaan ngayon yung mga slot 8s natin dito, probably will be taking their chance to take over the compound kung saan ngayon naka-play stay put or naka-play station yung mga slot 8s natin. One player from slot 2 has been knocked down, pero one player again from slot 2, which is Nani, using that SK12 shotgun. May have been the bait na rin dito maybe. para magkamera ng magandang visual yung other players natin dito. Number 1 and 2 players of them as we take that down. One player from Shadow. Okay, alright, natin din na big target with one player who would have definitely put up the nasa yung way. But again, open ground ang position ng mga Slatter team. After natin dito, team pa, 007 last man from his squad. What separates this guy sa game sa labi, smoke pop lang dito. And any moment you soon, the smoke will be burning down. And I guess those Slatics that is going to be getting those good towards this one guy. Or maybe, just maybe, our player from Slatics natin dito, or this one player from top 15 or top 5, is going to be turning the tide around versus those Slat 8. Pero again, he will definitely put inside of the blue zone. He will be letting the blue zone to take him out instead of those men from Slat 8 natin them. For the points that they're craving, oh my god. Sa ating game 3. Alright, so we're gonna be using avoiding those area, the mga possible allocation bonasan sila, pero Slat 6 natin dito going for the 4 and 3, maybe ARC hybrid na meron ng sightseeing or ng glimpse yung mga players natin dito. And one player from Slat 10 had been knocked down. Yes, no, pero one player from Slat 12 has been eliminated from the game. And the moment too soon, mukhang magkakameron na ng thinking yung mga player natin dito from Slat 10 to push 10. Punasin na rin yung whereabouts nyo ng mga Slat 12 natin. After knowing na dito sa back-end view ng mga Slat natin, yung mga players natin dito sa Slat 12, they're gonna be moving forward dito. And they're gonna be pushing inside of this building. One player now being pushed smooth. And also we have Zendo running towards that area kung nasa ngayon nag-push in yung mga Slatters natin. Out of depth. Dito sa side ng mga play natin, all the ones natin. One play then from Slat 11 or Slat 12. Dito sa side ng mga play natin, all the ones natin. One play then from Slat 11 or Slat 12. Dito sa side ng mga Slat turns natin. Last man standing yung mga play natin, Sneezy that quick from that push na ginawa nila. Dito sa side ng mga play natin, all the way Slat 12. Tables are now turning, and right now critical maybe yung positions ng mga Slatters natin towards just one player from the Slat 12 was in holding that S8 shotgun. Pero Slatters natin dito, making a use of their time, allowing those men recovered, and one player down from a Slat 12 already knew that the one player is recovering those two-man squad who got knocked down by him. And right now, getting definitely pushed in, taking the opportunity, taking the chance for him to be able to have the squad that they're aiming towards those area. Punasan yung mga Slatters natin early kanina. Right now, definitely he took that risk to push 10 kung nasa yung whereabouts yung mga Slatters natin, thinking that he can take those men out. And yes, he did that. Dito sa side ng mga play natin, all the ones natin. One play then from Slat 11. They're having their guns pointing towards those Slat 9 who have definitely worked their way dun sa top kung nasa tingtan yung mga Slatters natin. Pero back yung mga Slat 11, sabi ko sa ng mga Slatters natin dito, pero aware, ganun ka-secure din yung mga Slatters natin dito sa kanilang compound. And those Slat 9 from that time, preventing other player to intrude. Last man from our Slat 11, Akron will be the sacrificial lamb. Pero again, dito sa front side, we have our Slat 7 ready to work their win rin dito sa location kung nasaan yung mga Slat 3s natin. And after knowing na kung nasaan yung whereabouts yung mga player natin dito for Slat 3s, and then knowing na still one player from Slat 11 still alive pa rin all the way from behind of them, maybe this one guy, Slat 11 will be having his opportunity to put those men down sa mga player natin all the way from Slat 7. Pero Slat 2 natin dito scanning the perimeters kung saan nagkameron ng shootout yung mga Slat 11 and Slat 3s natin from the open fire ginawa ng mga play natin doon all the way. They're having their our Slat 3s right now. Slat 9 versus Slat 3. 2-on-3 situation again, finding out one another and having those men cornered by them. Two players from Slat 9 will be planning to corner the 3-man squad of our Slat 3s. But again, Slat 3s not gonna be letting those guys from Slat 9 grab the back-end view nila. Vulnerable spot, pero one player from Slat 9 had been knocked down. Alright, he's now snitching the whereabouts na rin ng mga Slatters natin kung nasa whereabouts, pero few smoke has been popped and engine revenue roaring na rin dito sa spot na one play natin all the way from Slat 9 and two-man squad of Slat 3s. Keeping an eye na rin behind of the 3s kung nasa possible yung one play natin all the way from Slat 9. Smoke popping dito sa premises sa field kung nasa ng whereabouts. Here we go. What keeping this one player from Slat 9 alive is the smoke pop. By one guy is using that ace new gun to take it with two men from Slat 9. beside of the buggy. One player was not severe being hit. Almost got knocked down. Pero one player was rushing the car. Stay down. Pushing one player. But right now, parang ginagawa ng one player natin dito all the way. Was taking a shot earlier pa kanina again. Inside of the blue zone, everyone is doing their gunfights. Papa natin last man from his squad. Pero left side view, we have 2-man squad of ours last 17. They're not so ready to pull up kung nasa so one player natin dito, and this one player kinda attempting to get explosion towards the vehicle where that one player was not the scene is taking cover from. Nade has been thrown. Everyone is most definitely holding those men down inside of the blue zone with them. No one is bailing out. Even the last 7 kills natin dito, pero nga lang nowhere to hide. One play natin doon from stat to see. It's 2 men from a stat. 5 way dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from a stat. Kurama lang, and also we have tama staff 14 close by lang din. Probably those open fire, those explosion, ringing na rin all the way dito sa spot naman ng mga staff 14 natin. 3 on situation din dito sa side ng mga player natin. Pero again, sobrang takin din ng mga slot 8s natin. Hindi pa alam na mga slot 7 natin kung nasa way about sa mga player natin. All the way statics natin dito still gonna be able to have the good visual and a possible 100% knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 8s natin. Not until one player from slot 7's nade went inside of this building kung nasa yung mga player natin dito, hiding inside of the smoke, and maybe probably talaga namang fingers for the mga slot 7 natin have this explosion together with those men from our slot 8 MSCs or the one and yes, he definitely got a hold of his target to the side of a player all the way to top 7. He already knew one player was down 4 and most definitely rotated all the way behind of those slot 12 and slot around one of them most definitely ring around the rosy also behind of those slot 4 natin dito. Pero slot 4 no down sa magiging 2-man squad and 1 player gameplay, which is yung 1 play natin dito who definitely work his way up kung nasa yung shooter nila kina all the way from slot 4 and slot 12 natin dito. I'm sorry. Here we go, snap 15 is up with being pushed in ng mga slot 9 HQs opening fire, Molly throwing, hoping that they can nail, they can have someone burned alive here in the second floor. There is one player smoking and he's very familiar towards the damage that he's taking or receiving coming from that volley. Pero one player from slot 9 and ringing around the road behind with one player from slot 15, which is 𝖫𝖫𝑠 natin dito. Pero unfortunately that nade throwing na ginawa ng one play natin both are definitely landed towards him. He got from a slot 14. I told you this shot inside. The emergency pull over yung slot 7 is natin. Last man starting to down na. Again, higher counter right now. He's now battling 2 players gameplay of our slot FTs. And slot FTs natin dito mukhang yes, big challenge. A lot of hardship, but he's one guy. Salubungan, they got you knocked down. He's got knocked down. But it looks to me this one player from slot 17 is going to be handling those men from slot 5 one by one. One player over from slot 5 is distancing himself the rim. Throughout the area kung nasan yung way about sa one player natin. Slot 17 opening fire. Prediction shot is now doing parang maze. Yung mga clicks natin is holding that DBS. So, basket 12 knocked down, but he got himself cornered towards the dark container with a one player from slot 5. Most definitely got knocked down. Opening fire. If somehow he can get hold of it, dito sa one player natin over from slot 5, he can get his knockdown. It's not dito, pero any of my enemies, my friend, our player from slot 3 most definitely help those slot after natin to eradicate our player from slot 14. Not until slot 14 natin dito also got terminated dito because of the blue zone plus yung open fire ginawa naman play natin all the way from our slot 5. Yanis and Doy sila dito gumagana or 4-man squad pa din mga slatters natin dito, pero nga lang eye in the sky ng mga slatters natin, which is 𝐒𝐔𝐏 natin dito who's been tagging the perimeter kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts ng mga slatters natin dito had been knocked down. Right now, ang ganda ng visual pa rin ng mga slatters natin dito. And 𝐒𝐏 natin dito might have went down na rin dito, pero no, he's definitely tagging those perimeters kung nasa yung whereabouts ng mga slatters natin dito. And 𝐒𝐏 opening fire. Probably those one player from slot 14 can have his annihilation. Then there's the mga slot 5 slot and after natin. Remember, kaya 2 men down and 1 player is attempting to have those men recovered. We're driving around. I don't know, Black Force is the one who got knocked down, but just respond. Ginawa ng mga play natin dito from Status. Most definitely, pero you know, guy mo Black Force most definitely got up to put one den dito sa side ng mga Status natin. Status is just responding throughout there kung saan nagkakamera ng open fire repeatedly, continuously yung mga Snap Force natin throughout sa kanila or versus sa kanila. Right now, 𝐒𝐷𝐷𝐄 searching for another way around where he can have those missed surprise, maybe 3-on-3 situation, or maybe after this annihilation na nakuha ng Force and Cruz natin dito. They're gonna be pulling out from this 3-on-3 situation, finding another compound way they can, you know, take a rest, taking a rest down, waiting for that, pero other player of that too is not gonna be letting those down for escape this routine. So, one player waiting behind of the three possible way out in most down force natin. Most definitely, no one is, you know, having those men as a bait. No one is having those men as a prisoner. No one is, you know, having those men left alive, because if somehow they're gonna be doing that one player who got knocked down by them, those men will be snitching those whereabouts or what they are doing. So one player then from our slot 17, Highness, and Balolons natin dito still standing and holding the ground against those men from Snap 15. Pero, you know, inside of the building na rin, yung mga Snap 17 is not even holding the ground against those men from Snap 15. Pero, you know, inside of the building na rin, yung mga Snap 17 is not even possible 100% knockdown by those slots. Stand up for no happening, waiting for the blue zone maybe perhaps, pero again, they can take their time and they can stand by as long as they can, as long as they want, because inside of the circle then yung mga players natin, not until we have a slot 9 after gunshots or gunfight throughout the area kung nasa at the same time yung mga other player natin, which is yung mga slot shots natin. Slot was been knocked down by a player for slot 9 natin dito. Again, he's not stopping until he's gonna be getting the one player, you know, having the one player eliminated from the game. Staying here, higher ground, someone's gonna be helping the one player. The one player all the way from Stat 2 is gonna be joining the one player down on his knees, and maybe the one player will be joining the one player who got knocked down by them outside sa lobby. 4-man squad pa rin yung mga players natin dito. One player na Stat 2 most definitely he got himself here in the open by those men from Stat 9, and clearly our Stat 9 is natin dito open Friday. Pero di ayaw nasan rin. Down, Stat 0 holding that DPS on his hand to fight back, of course, towards the one player, pero Stat 10 na down sa maging last man. Side yung mga players and all the way from a Stat 9 starting dito down sa Super Squad. Smoking na rin yung vehicle ng one player natin dito, still pushing those men back na rin dito, not allowing the one player to be recovered. As you can see, keeps on pushing and keeps on opening fire throughout the area, pero any moment too soon, the one player from Stat 9 will get recovered na rin dito. But right now, one player not being up, going for the 3-on-1 situation for Moya, natin dito totally alone, going for the quick top up, and I don't know man, wrong post, wrong position to be taken. He's not burned by the Molly throwing the one player natin dito all the way to Stat 9, another one bites the dot, one player pick up 𝐿𝐶U, took the one player by surprise, thinking that for Stat 10 is gonna be rushing in and having the one player eliminated from the game. He will be there and he will be fighting back, of course. Players attention to pointing sa kanila, pero 4-man na higher ground pa rin yung mga players natin dito. From our Stat 2, since we have Stat 12 last man standing from his squad, everyone is most definitely having their safe playing, pero any moment we see the blue zone is gonna be giving our boys no choice but to move forward kung nasa na yung way about na mga opponent nila dito, pero yan back and view or behind of the status of blue trap being swarmed and the mga slatters natin vulnerable spot 1v1 1 by 1. Our Stat 9 has been disintegrated by those other players who's been opening fire throughout the area. Plus again, we have our Stat 2s. Alright, posing themselves na rin dun sa area kung nasa yung mga Stat 9 natin dito, not until another one noob team from our HKQs away from the game. MSC's winner ring around the rosy all the way from the players attention to pointing bats pa rin, figuring out how they can grab the back and view ng mga other players natin dito na have their lootout na rin dito sa same location kung nasa yung way about sila sa dust dito sa side of the all the way from Stat 12. Alright, continue. Everyone's just returning the favor by knocking those men down repeatedly. Try out natin shotgun na one play natin dito sa Stat 15s. talaga namang man is gonna be using the window for him to be able to work his way na rin kung nasan yung way about some other players. Natin natin yung one pops up, holding the SK12 shotgun, and he got himself gunned down immediately. Last man dito sa side ng mga staff 12 natin. Before, kanina, 4 men. Right now, down sa magiging last man standing. Pero this one player standing natin working his way. Kung nasa yung way about sa one player natin. That 15, being cornered by our player from Sladic, and this one player from stat 12, being saved accidentally ng mga exploited by Yandu from stat 7. Pero yes, totally alone yung one player natin dito na somehow other players gonna be joining in. Yandu or Andu from our stat 7 will be knocked down, and there's no way of having this one player recovered right then damn. Somehow other players gonna be taking their shots. Actually, we have a stat 15. 𝐒𝐷𝐃 being open fired at the mga player natin all the way from stat 7. And right now, Yuki from 𝐒𝐷𝐃 is allowing those men from stat 7 surround the perimeters around the household. Kung natin yung one play natin na si 𝐒𝐷𝐃. Pero again, let's just say na Yuki natin dito, let's just say he's now blending in dito sa bush kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts niya. And perhaps those back then or behind na mga stat 7 natin dito will be attacked by a Yuki natin dito. Pero nga before he do that, or he is gonna be opening fire all the way from the behind ng stat 7 natin dito. He got himself figured out the most one player from stat 15 of going that 1v1 knocked down, and there's no way of having this one player recovered right there and damn. Somehow other players gonna be taking their shots. Actually, we have a stat 15. 𝐒𝐷𝐃 being open fired at the mga player natin all the way from stat 7. And right now, Yuki from 𝐒𝐷𝐃 is allowing those men from stat 7 surround the perimeters around the household. Kung natin yung one player natin na si 𝐒𝐷𝐃. Pero again, let's just say na Yuki natin dito, let's just say he's now blending in dito sa bush kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts niya. And perhaps those back then or behind na mga stat 7 natin dito will be attacked by a Yuki natin dito. Pero nga before he do that, or he is gonna be opening fire all the way from the behind ng stat 7 natin dito. He got himself figured out the most one player from stat 15 of going that 1v1 inside of this hut, inside of this tubo. Pero nga he got 30 stat. Ang bibisin mo tayo ng mga players natin dito. Oh my god. Anyway, 2-man squad talaga yung mga player natin all the way from stat 8. One player though, different story. One player from stat 8 natin can still be recovered. Files kung mga guys dito sa location kung nasa nagkamera smoke pop yung mga stat 8 natin dito. Pero again, no one is bailing out, no one is backing down up against those men from stat 8. Opening fire, left side view, one player from stat 8 Nito from our MSCs and attempting rin to grab those behind all the way the left side view ng mga stat 14 natin. Pero the blue zone are giving our stat 8 and stat 14 no choice but to work their way outside of the premises. Pero everyone is still opening fire. Pero somehow stat 14 is gonna be retreating, backing down. Those back then surely will be grabbed by our slot 8 natin dito. And one by one, those stat 14 and 30 stat. Ang bibisin mo tayo ng mga players natin dito. Oh my god. Anyway, 2-man squad talaga yung mga player natin. They're doing the same gaya na ginagawa ng mga player natin dito all the way from stat 15 right now. Alright, stat 17, being aware na kung nasa yung way about sa mga player natin dito all the way from stat 7. Pero stat 7 quickly engage or have the contact dito sa side ng mga stat 70 stat dito. Throw ay molly na rin through the guardhouse area, guardhouse location kung nasa yung one play na highest stat dito. Tingin natin can have those men from stat 7 bow down. Pero stat 7 moving forward trying kung nasa yung way about the one play natin na si highness natin. Door na natin dito being pushed maybe. Tignan natin. Or 2-on-1 and 2-on-4 situation is gonna be happening any momentarily dito sa yung one play natin all the way from stat 17. Gunshot sounds ringing na rin all the way to support the mga play natin earlier today. Pero one play na from stat 7 and trying his best winning this match. Having one player si Dada natin dito. One corner. He got himself knocked down. Highness natin dito again. Far enough or far away. Distance enough for him to be able to guard the back. Talaga naman ganun yung kasolid yung position. Kasolid yung ring around the rosy na ginawa ng mga slats by San Francisco. For them to be able to have those back and view ng mga newly arrived na squads natin, which is yung mga MSC down to the last man standing na lang din. Sa Itama Cruz and being rushed in, being pushed. Now mga player natin all the way from staff 5. 2 men then from staff 5 are opening fire continuously throughout the area kung nasaan yung one guy natin dito, which is sa Itama Cruz. One situation by somehow he can pull this one off by touching those 2 players gameplay of our staff 5. And most definitely, he's gonna be getting another opportunity to prove himself and having his one-on-two situation with the other player who's been staying on the higher ground where they are now at. Better right now. Dropping his gun. Snag down one player, all the way behind. One player getting towards the left and right. The fight starting of the circle. Now then another one bites the dust. Into the situation, see that? Immediately those snag na nakuha ng mga play natin dito. All over stat na, being recovered na rin. Again, too risky to move in. Yung mga play natin dito, pero another one bites the dust and had been eliminated rin out from the game. They're gonna be using this vehicle to catapult himself somewhere inside of the circle. Pero right now, okay, the open field, the open ground, we are level top 5 with the team bars. I know planning himself at, I know being secured by 2 men squad of our left and right. Possible those men gonna be opening fire throughout the area. Pero Simba, last man standing from his squad. Can he clutch his way out here from this location inside the smoke stack? No, he didn't. Definitely try his best to put 𝐿𝐷𝐠 Gaming 2.8 because I really need your help to